Hello friends, I am Samir sir. Hope you all are safe and good. I am really appreciate your patience in this hard situation. So now we start our new chapter number 3, valuation of goodwill. Students, these chapters are very important for your future journey in standard wealth. This chapter basically conceptual chapter, and your account base also built by these chapters in standard 12th. So now we start. In your board examination, total 6 marks questions are coming from this chapter. Look, single question of 4 mark in section D, one question in section A, one question in section B. You all are know very well. Section A is like MCQ and section B is like very short answer. So now we start. Meaning of goodwill. In simple words, goodwill is an intangible assets. Look, goodwill is like which assets like intangible assets. Please keep in mind. In 11th, we study very well. There are two types of assets. First, tangible and second, intangible. Tangible assets like land, building. Tangible assets means assets that you can touch, you can see. Like these type of assets we call tangible. Land, building, machinery, vehicle. But second type intangible assets like you cannot touch, you cannot see. Like that type of assets we call intangible assets. For example, goodwill, patent, trademark, copyright. Goodwill is an intangible assets which shows the reputation. There are two type of reputation. First reputation is man's reputation, our reputations, person's reputation. Like we called image in our society. Our image in our society, we know very well word, very popular word. But here reputations of a firm, your business reputation, not your reputations. Your firm's reputations, not your reputations. If we talk about Mukesh Bhai Ambani, it is called a reputation. But when we call the reputation of Reliance, we called it goodwill, not reputation. So keep in mind, goodwill is a reputation of firm, not a man, not a person, not a owner. It's a reputation of firm. Goodwill is a value of the reputation of a firm in respect of which type? Profit earning over and above the expected profit. Look, see very well, expected profit. When any person start new business, they build some lower level, minimum level expected profit. In month we minimum want to earn 10,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees. But any business, hear properly, but when any business profits going up the expected profit, when they expect 10,000, and they earn 15,000, then 5,000 is the is the value of goodwill. So when your profit jump over your expected profit, it is called goodwill. Always keep in mind. Second, our new concept, factor affecting valuation of goodwill. Friends, in sorry, I say about 4 Marxism. If there are in the board examination, they not ask about a question in some type, then there are theory factor, and that type of theory possibly included in question paper. Previous year paper many times this question are asked. So we learn about factor affecting valuation of goodwill. Valuation of goodwill depends on the earning ability of a firm, business location, business period, types of business, competitiveness of a business are the factors that affect the business profit. Therefore, the same reason also affect the valuation of goodwill. Following are the factors that affect the valuation of goodwill. Nature of business first. Goodwill exists. Nature of business. Goodwill exists when a firm earns more profit than the expected profit. It earns profit due to high value added product. It has more profit margin due to stable sales, or it earns more profit due to some other reasons. When any business, we understand in above paragraph also, but repeatedly repeat this sentence. When any firm jump their profit over the expected profit, earn more profit than they expected, then it's create its goodwill and value of goodwill. Location of business. Often the profit earning capacity of the business depends upon the business location. Location also valuable factor in affecting valuation of goodwill. Your firm's your business located in which area? Some area are related to your business, some area are not related to your business. When area are related to your business, it means locations of business is very positive. Then your firm earn more profit than they expected. If the business is centrally located or it is at a place having heavy customer traffic, then more profit earning can be seen in the business. And you know very well, when any type of firm located in such a traffic type area, very closed area, then profit earning is very high. The value of goodwill is high at such central located business, thus business location also affect the valuation of goodwill. Third, period of business. Generally older the firm, higher the reputation in the market, because majority of the firm are familiar and they have very close and long term relation with that particular business unit. Consequently, the value of such business is bound to be high. You know very well, older the firm, higher the goodwill. So keep in mind, when your business times is very old, your business period is very old, your firm is very old, then its reputation is very high. Thus the period of business also has an impact on the value of goodwill. Fourth, market situation. Monopoly conditions or limited competition enable the concerned firm earn to high profit. Monopoly market, monopolistic market, open market, all types of markets are basically in our standard 11th. So keep in mind, in monopoly condition, firm book very high profit. So in monopoly condition and limited competition conditions are profit earning condition. In that type of situation, company earn high goodwill. Efficiency of managers. Efficiency management of a business increase the productivity or decrease the cost of a firm. Due to it, profit increase, which increase the value of goodwill. Any type of business are run in the basically base of management. Management generally managed by managers. If you have efficient manager, your firm earn more profit, and when earn more profit, your firm's goodwill very high. Other special benefit goodwill exist when a company enjoys special benefit, overall profitability increase. For example, if a company acquire license, patent, etc., etc., etc. So these are the point. Four method: first, average profit method; second, weighted average profit method; third, super profit method; fourth, capitalization of profit method. Look, first simple like only for average profit method and weighted average profit method, both are basic method. If you want to calculate the sum on basic of third, super profit and capitalized profit, you have to pass on first two method. So keep in mind, you have basically for all methods are important, but first two method is very important for your base for this chapter. So our first method, average profit method. How we find our average profit? Total profit of given years. In the sum we have already profit given, divided by number of years. We count the number divided by number of years. Then second step, goodwills. Goodwills formula, average profit, which find in above step. Average profit into number of years of purchase. Number of years of purchase are given in the question. So keep in mind our formula, first formula, average profit. Average profit, how to find average profit? Then total profit of given years divided by number of years. And second step, goodwill, average profit, which we find in previous term. Previous step, average profit into number of years of purchase. Second method, weighted average method. How to find weighted average profit? First, we weighted average profit equal to total weighted profit divided by total weight. Our second step, goodwill equal to weighted average profit into number of year of purchase. Weighted average profit, these steps are previously we find, and number of years of purchase given in our question. So keep in mind first our point, weighted average profit. How to find weighted average profit? Total weighted profit divided by total weight. Our third chapter, generally in examination previous year's papers, we generally seen method number 3 and method number 4 very important. So third method, super profit method. Its first step, capital employed. How to find capital employed? Total assets minus total liability, external liability or liability, which are you have to write, which are you write. Total assets minus total liability. Second step, expected rate of return, which are given in our question. Then find expected profit, capital employed into expected rate of return divided by 100. Capital employed, which are given, which are find over in our previous step. First step, capital employed into expected rate of return divided by 100. Fourth step, average profit. Average profit we know in our first and second method, average profit And fifth, super profit. How to find super profit? Average profit minus expected profit. Then goodwill, super profit into number of years of purchase. Fourth, capitalization of profit. Firstly, find capitalized profit, expected profit divided by expected rate of return into 100. Then expected profit, capital employed into expected rate of return. Second, third, capital employed, which are understood in our previous point, total assets minus total liability, and goodwill, capitalized profit minus capital employed. Capitalized profit we find in our first step, expected profit in second, capital employed in third, and last goodwill. Super profit capitalization method. Goodwill's formula, super profit divided by expected rate of return. We know how to find super profit, average profit minus expected profit. How to find expected profit, capital employed into expected rate of return. And how to find capital employed, total assets minus total liability. So in all the formula are included in this video. So keep in mind and read it. Thank you.